Love is a healing power. Love is a healing power. Love is a healing power. So give your love away. The more you give, the more you get. The more you give, the more you get.
And when we light it in our morning circle, we say every morning, we light this candle for the sick and suffering woman inside and outside this circle. And we light this candle in hopes that those women can find their way home.
Love is a healing power. Love is a healing power. So give your love away.
This is the old chapel of the convent, and it's the heartbeat room of the house, where we have weekly group meetings, we have morning gathering circles for meditation, prayer, and qigong. And any special events happen here as well. This is the beginning of a community weaving. We did one at the Women's Center when that building reopened a number of years ago. And once it's finished, it will hang in the chapel space in that altar area.
Really, well, since being at the Sophia's house, I've experienced genuine love that I've never experienced in my life. A year ago, I would have never imagined this would be my life a year later, you know, in sobriety and building these types of bonds and actually learning what community is.
This is just my favorite staircase. It had been empty for about 15 years. It's fortunate that all the woodwork and railings and everything were still intact. A lot of abandoned buildings, it's all stripped out and broken. But it was just too good of a building to let it die. And a few more years, it would have been beyond repair, I think, and been torn down. So now we're on the second floor. The building has 5 rental apartments in it that are income generating, and those apartments cover a good portion of the cost of running the building, not the program, but running the building, which made it more sustainable. And one apartment is on the first floor that's handicap accessible, and then there are 4 apartments here. So we're now on the 3rd floor, and this is the house that holds 6 women who are survivors of trafficking, exploitation. Some have been incarcerated or struggled with addiction. And they can live here 2 years rent-free with all sorts of support services that our partner agencies provide them.
It's honestly the first place I ever came to in and out of recovery since I was 16, and I'm 51 now. And it's the first place I ever walked into and immediately felt at home, welcomed, loved, secure, and safe.
This is a community room so that we can just gather with a small screen for movies or sit and watch the news. We have sewing set up here, shared books for reading, and it's access to the porch. The gardens over there belong to the Nutrition Center. It's part of their Lots to Gardens program. We have 3 raised beds in there for our plants. I and a couple other residents here volunteer over there.
Well, there's such a girl party here, and we all love to cook and eat, and we gather around food, and we have the Nutrition Center right across the parking lot here. So we have all this food coming in, and we're cooking together, and we have a community and soon to be commercial kitchen, so we're going to take it big as soon as it's safe to do so. So I just have to tell you that the mojo of this building is inescapable.
Another heartbeat room of the house. We have our community suppers in here once a week. So we have a small social enterprise called Urban Works, Herban. We grow herbs and calendula and process them into healing products. Calendula salve, calendula lip balm, calendula tea in 2 flavors. Our tagline is Women Helping Women Thrive.
I had come here as an ally, is how I identified, as a renter, thinking I was going to be here living in solidarity and as an ally for women who are on a healing journey. And just the genuine acceptance that I felt, it really gave me the courage to look at my own past and my own history and to honor those pieces of myself as well. And it really flipped my perspective on what it means to be an ally. How often, just especially in like the social work world or in the professional mental health world, it seems that one-dimensional sense. I'm the professional, you're the client. Here, though, it really challenged those boundaries for me and has really restored my sense of what, that agape love that's kind of being described here, that selfless love that is exchanged at this place and kind of is this current that's running through this house. And so it's been really encouraging and healing for me.
So give your love away. Love is a healing.
Over the years at the Women's Center, there were women who would come to us and the day center wasn't enough to meet their needs, and they did not find the resources and the support they needed to return their lives to them. And that was part of the reason for starting this house, to have a place for women who needed more support than a day center could provide, to have a place to go and heal. But we wanted to remember the women who have been lost, and then also we will celebrate the women who graduate from here. So these crystals are the first set of teardrops for 3 women that someone here in the house knew who has died tragically. And we had a service here early on after we opened to hang those and remember them. When women graduate, we will be putting up colored glass that's some joyful, we haven't picked it yet, but something colorful and joyful to just honor their graduating and flying away from here. The tapestry out there will eventually hang here, and the names of all the women who are either memorialized or honored will be put on the tapestry.
So